Hey, what's happening, guys? Today we're taking keto mug cakes to a whole new level by making a single serve portion controlled Funfetti keto birthday cake mug cake recipe. And this is probably the fastest and easiest birthday cake you're ever gonna make in your entire life. Not to mention, it's like spot on Funfetti cake. It's crazy, doesn't taste low carb at all. That being said, let's get right into this one and I'll show you how to make a keto birthday cake in just 1 minute. So as always, we're gonna get out our food scale and we'll also wanna get out a pourable bowl. So once we've got that out, we're gonna crack and add 1 large egg to it, and then we're going to get out some cake batter extract to really amplify the birthday cake flavor in our mug cake. However, if you don't have this extract, don't worry, you can still make this cake. Just use some vanilla extract in its place. That said, for today's keto mug cake recipe, we're gonna add a half a teaspoon of cake batter extract. So when we've added that, the next thing we're gonna add is a half a tablespoon or 7 grams of some melted salted butter. Then we're also going to add 1.5 tablespoons or 21 grams of some unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Now, at this point, we're going to get out a whisk and whiskify all those ingredients together until they combine. Then, when they do combine, we're going to start adding the dry ingredients for the mug cake. The first ingredient we're going to add is almond flour. And as a lot of you guys know, I like to use this blanched almond flour from Kirkland's because it only has 2 net carbs per serving. But if you don't want to use almond flour, you can replace it with sunflower seed flour instead. That said, do not try to replace it with coconut flour because coconut flour is far too absorbent and it can't be substituted on a 1-to-1 basis with almond flour. Anyways, as you're seeing here, for my birthday cake keto mug cake, I'm adding just less than a half a cup or 50 grams of the almond flour to my bowl. All right, so now that we've added that, we're gonna sweeten up this keto mug cake with some confectioner swerve. And for this Funfetti birthday cake mug cake, we wanna use 3 tablespoons or about 27 grams of it to our bowl. By the way, if you wanna substitute this out with something else, use allulose, but do not use stevia because it's way too sweet. Stevia is 400 times sweeter than swerve. Anyways, the last thing we're gonna add is a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Then we're gonna mix all those ingredients together until a thick cake batter consistency forms. Once it does, we're gonna get out the fun part of this Funfetti cake, and that is some keto sprinkles. I got these off Etsy from the Sprinkle Company, and I'll leave a link in the video description below so you can pick some up too. Anyways, we're gonna add a half a teaspoon of those to our cake batter, and then we're just gonna gently mix those in. Now at this point, we'll want to get out an 8-ounce ramekin like this, coat it with some baking spray, and start adding our Funfetti birthday cake batter to it. Once we've taken care of that, we're going to cook our mug cake, and there's 2 ways you can cook it, either in the microwave or in the oven. If you want to make this cake in the microwave, the first thing you need to know is that microwave times will vary depending on the power of your microwave. Mine is 1100 watts and around 40 seconds is the perfect amount of cook time for this keto mug cake. However, I do add 5 to 10 seconds extra if the mug cake needs more time. And by the way, you'll know it's done when just the center of the cake looks ever so slightly wet looking. Of course, you can also bake this mug cake in the oven at 350 degrees for around 15 to 20 minutes. And while it's baking, you can easily make a cream cheese frosting to put on top of it. So if that sounds like something you want to do, just add 1 ounce or 28 grams of room temperature full fat cream cheese to a bowl and beat it with a hand mixer until it's smooth. Once the cream cheese becomes smooth, we'll just add around 1.5 tablespoons or 15 grams of confectioner swerve to it, and then we'll combine the 2 together with a spatula. So at this point, the cake should be done baking, and we can add the cream cheese frosting to the top of our keto mug cake along with some more keto sprinkles. And then check out how incredible this Funfetti keto mug cake turns out. I'm telling you guys, it is absolutely spot on Funfetti cake deliciousness, but in a totally keto friendly way. As always, for more info on today's keto mug cake recipe, check out the video description below, and I hope you like it.